Well, this trip from French President Emmanuel Macron has really been extraordinary. It's the first state visit of the entire Trump presidency, and it's been 3 days of glitz and glamour. Now, Macron himself has described himself as Jupiterian. But at Congress today, we saw really something else. We saw Macron a Janus-like figure, because whilst feting Mr. Trump with extraordinary shows of physical affection, he spent the last few days touching him really quite incessantly. They've exchanged kisses, hugs. Today we saw Macron standing up for his values, and they seem really quite starkly different from those espoused by Mr. Trump.
Personally, if you ask me, I do not share the fascination for new strong powers, the abandonment of freedom, and the illusion of nationalism.
Mr. Macron talked about urging the US really to bolster the post-war global liberal order that he said the US had done so much to create, and he urged the US to stay tuned to multilateralism to help reform it. He said there is no plan B when it comes to Iran and no planet B when it comes to the Earth. And so really we've seen quite divergent views from Mr. Macron. As both presidents have always admitted, they know they don't agree about all things, but it's been rather extraordinary to have a state dinner filled with pomp, First Lady wearing Chanel, a huge amount of fuss made about the crockery, both the presidents planting a tree together, and yet also see these extremely different views when it comes to policy on the global stage.